Austin Metro. The new Metro is so aerodynamic that at a steady 50 miles per hour, the Metro HLE gets 62 miles per gallon.
Where's your little brother, man? I thought I was going to have to get a bodyguard today.
He's at home, let's do a selfie.
Jay said he's got a really obsessed brother.
Yeah, let's do a selfie.
Oh, man. We've got Mr. Jake. We've got Mr. Jordan. Welcome to the Monky London channel. Today you brought down to us your Rover Metro.
Rover Metro, yeah.
And I quite like this car because my gran used to have one.
Everybody's gran used to have one. That's what I always get told anyway.
It wasn't quite like this one, to be fair. What was the original engine?
It was a 1.4 8 valve.
1.4 8 valve, and roughly how many horsepowers?
About 70.
Not many.
Not many at all.
And what engine have you got in there now?
It's a B16 A2 with a turbo on it.
Roughly what sort of horsepower?
Roughly 250.
250.
So yeah.
So you've gone probably more than 3 times the original.
It does move.
Original horsepower, yeah.
Yeah. It's a completely stock B16 A2, standard manifold, standard throttle body, all of that. And all the parts on it, they're from eBay. If you can't get it on eBay, it didn't go on. eBay manifold, eBay turbo.
And what turbo is it?
It's one of those generic T3, T4s.
Okay,
they're about 130 quid on eBay.
Yeah, got you, man.
Get them from China.
Yeah.
Found the biggest one.
But I found the biggest one that would fit in the hole. Got eBay, external wastegate, screamer pipe I made up of some leftover pipe I had. And no intercooler on it. We're running a Jackson Racing charge cooler.
Nice.
It's much more efficient for packaging. There's less pipe work in terms of all the big boost pipes. In here we've also got it's an S9B gearbox from MB6 Civic, a limited slip diff in it from the factory. Got a stage 3 competition 6-paddle clutch that's absolutely horrible to use on the road. Yeah. That's pretty much it under here.
What about exhaust system?
It's an eBay downpipe that I modified to fit in the car. It's 2.5 inch all the way back. I had a local company to me make an exhaust from the downpipe all the way back.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's not actually that loud. I didn't want it too loud because being stripped out is deafening.
And again. What about engine management and the fuel system on this car?
Fuel system, it's running a standard Metro tank, but I've got an eBay Chemzo pump in it. Works quite well. I read the reviews before I bought it.
Picking up that eBay thing.
eBay built.
eBay
so it's a 340 litre per hour pump, which is better than more than the
Walbro 255s.
Those ones, yeah. Comes up through a standard fuel filter into an eBay fuel pressure reg. Standard fuel rail, but I've got some unknown brand 440cc injectors. No idea what they are, but they work.
Yep.
It's all managed through a P30. Inside there I've got a Motes Demon emulator, almost like a Honda. People hate me for comparing it, but it does the same thing. I've just been driving around data logging it.
Literally on your laptop?
On the laptop, data log in, watching the AFRs, getting the fuel in right.
Keeping it all
yeah,
steady.
Keeping it nice and steady.
Yeah.
So it's probably not running at its full potential, but it does well for the little tin can that it's in.
And how much do these weigh roughly?
They're about 825
from factory.
From factory, yeah.
What's the Euro NCAP safety rating on this?
I think it got 1.
Yeah, it was a 1.
I think it got 1, and that was a model with an airbag.
Oh. What's it like underneath, like chassis wise, like rust wise?
Surface rust is it was quite bad in places. If you have a look inside, you will see where I have patched the floor up.
Done a little bit of welding here and there.
They do get rusty.
Fair play.
It's just a trait, especially when they've got the sunroof in.
Well, it's an old car. It's nearly 30 years old now.
Yeah.
Power is quite a bit different from where it was stock.
Yes.
So what about the chassis and the brakes? What have you done to cope with the monster powers?
Not a lot. Not a lot. It's still running the standard hydroelastic suspension. People in the Metro scene will know what that is. Just a can filled with hydrogen gas and a special fluid.
Oh, mad. To be honest with you, I had no idea what that was.
Yeah, it acts as both the spring and the shock. Makes for a quite floaty, boaty ride. I've done my best to stiffen it, but there's only so far you can go with it. I've got Metro GTI front and rear anti-roll bars on it. Anything that can be polybushed on the front is polybushed. But yeah, the suspension's pretty much standard. Other than they're not linked front to back like normal. I've individualised the lot, so I can adjust the pressures in each corner individually. Yeah. Wheels are standard Metro GTA wheels.
Yep.
The PCD on these is very difficult to get wheels for. It's a PCD of 95.25.
God, that is strange.
Which is really strange. And I've got 185 6013 Nankang NS2Rs on it.
Cool, it's nice sticky.
Semi-slick, yeah.
What about the brakes?
On the rear, we've still got drums.
Okay, good for handbrakes.
Brilliant. When it works. It's a bit iffy. Front, they are standard sized discs, but they are vented. They're off an MGF, so they're only 240mm.
Okay.
Which is a pretty baby.
Yeah.
I have recently just put new vtec discs on the front and some EBC pads in it.
Cool.
Bites a little better than it did before.
Let's have a quick look in the interior, Jake. Ooh, there's not really much of it left.
No. I think the only thing that's actually Metro still in here is the dash. And even the clocks have been changed for the Honda Speedo.
Little boost gauge down here. How much boost are you running in this?
Just under 10.
10 PSI.
8 and 9, yeah.
You got a full roll cage in the car?
It is a full roll cage. I don't know who put it in. I have no idea what brand it is, but it's welded in.
Yeah, it's going to say it's not bolted, it's welded,
and it's fairly strong, so...
What about the seats as well?
They were already in it as well. Just Corbo Forzas. Actually quite comfortable.
Yeah?
3-hour drive down here and it was alright. He was a bit uncomfortable with the one bolted to the floor.
Oh, yeah. This one's a little bit... quite low, this one.
Yeah, bolted straight to the floor. It has got spreader plates underneath for those worrying.
Got your cheeky little slider on the window for your drive-through.
And my homemade security device to stop people opening it when I'm not there.
Cheeky little sort of dish-u steering wheel.
That was already on there as well.
When you got it, yeah. Cool. And then a nice little... Was that a Type R gear knob?
I have no idea.
It looks like a Type R gear knob.
It's a nice Honda one.
Yeah, well, if you know in the comment section what Honda that came from, let us know below. We've had a good chat about the car. Should we take it out for a little spin?
I think we should.
Here we are in the Beast. Don't worry if you're watching this, I am not 12 years old. The seat is very low on the floor. What was the original model number of the engine that came in this to start with?
It was a 1.4 Rover K-Series.
K-Series?
Yeah, 8 valve.
On carb?
No.
Injected?
This one, being the SI model, was injected.
Ah, I mean, back then that was probably quite a sort of a selling point, wasn't it?
Indeed.
It does feel like, it's not, I mean my grand's one was obviously a little bit taller and stuff, so a bit softer. But yeah, it kind of feels slightly reminiscent to that, to be fair.
To give you an idea of how much I've tried to stiffen it, the suspension units normally have around 300 psi of pressure. I've currently got 550 in the front end.
Oh, that's mad. So nearly double.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's still bouncing.
Yeah. And I guess, like you said, unless you start doing a lot of customization,
it's very expensive to get one of these suspensions set up right.
Fucking rips. Jesus. It's quite aggressive, the old two-step on this.
Yeah, there's no flames that come out of it. No. It's just very sharp.
And yeah, it's very loud. Fucking my eardrums are feeling it, I tell you. It's really surreal going so quickly in a Metro.
Yeah. Tin can.
Mate, that is sick, man. John just rinsed that bike. No, that bike was expecting it, man. Right, swap over and have a little bash. Call this car the Death Wish.
The Death. It is the fucking.
No, it's not that bad.
It is a fucking death trap.
It's the only thing. It's like you said. It's super powerful, but it's almost like the suspension can't quite keep up with the car. But you can drive around it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's just about getting used to it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can just feel it how sort of supple it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it just wobbles.
It definitely makes a nice sort of city car. It is actually kind of dailyable in a weird sort of way.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just the clutch in traffic is horrific. Man, it's definitely the most interesting car we've ever had on the channel, I think. That's good.
I just want to say a massive thanks to Jake for bringing the car down, man. You've been a real star.
Yeah.
And you came quite a long way, though, didn't you? All the way from Birmingham.
Just by Birmingham, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
About 3 hours, yeah.
So, yeah, dedication, man. Many thanks. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this cheeky little video, and we look forward to seeing you real soon.